Right, hello everybody, this is Weight Loss Video Diary with Kevin Tom again, and this is episode 4. So, where are we this time then, Kevin? Let's hear what you've got to say.
Well, having just weighed myself...
just now, is that?
Yes, that's just now.
Even as we speak.
I put a bit on over Christmas like a lot of people do.
Too much Christmas pudding.
Yeah, I was over 19 by a pound or two.
Yeah.
Stone. And,
naughty boy.
Yeah. I seemed like everybody else.
There's nothing in your ear, you know, I don't know why you put it in it.
It's itchy. Sorry about that. Now, having just weighed myself, I'm now down to just under 19. About a pound under.
Right.
So I'm quite pleased with that.
So, what do you put this phenomenal achievement down to?
Well, I'm just so disciplined.
Yeah, I know you are, but what I mean... now, don't forget, there might have been lots of changes since we last spoke, so, you know, if you can sort of give us a rundown. Obviously you're doing more, aren't you, because you've got to be, otherwise you won't be doing so well.
Yeah. Well, thanks to you, I've got a stepping machine for Christmas, which is a great help.
I've gone red now. Yeah, keep going.
That's very handy to use, you know, to exercise the legs and get the heart going.
Yeah.
Plus still doing things like riding the bike.
Yeah.
And weight training.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm still going for walks.
So more now then, you've got more different types of exercise, so
yeah,
that's probably what's
quite a variety. Yeah.
Quite a variety. And you go walking down the nature reserve, don't you?
Yeah.
Every so often.
But quite a brisk pace.
Yeah, so that'll help quite a lot. So it's not just like one thing like it was before,
No.
which is where the problems might have been occurring. So it's like quite a lot of things.
Yeah.
What sort of times are we talking for? I don't know, being on the stepper, and what's the time frames roughly? What do you say?
Well,
Half an hour?
I'm doing about 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
At a time, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I do most days.
Uh-huh.
And 10 minutes might not sound long, but when you're on that, it is.
Yeah.
It gets you going quite a lot.
Any dietary changes at all that we need to know about? Are you doing anything any different, or?
Not really, not any massive ones.
No.
I don't think, no.
Nothing at all then? Is there nothing you've changed in your diet, would you say, from last time we spoke? Are you eating any different foods? Or do you think it's more of a case of the exercise?
I think it's probably more exercise.
Is it?
It's probably done it on this occasion, yeah.
So you've not really changed anything then in your diet, really? You're not trying any
Nothing
different?
really substantial, no.
Oh, right.
But I'm always willing to look at my diet, yeah.
What? Can you give... let's just go through a typical day of what you might eat, so... And then some people might get an idea of what you are eating now compared to what you... I mean, it doesn't have to be a comparison, but let's go, I don't know, breakfast, dinner and tea, and anything you might eat in between. What do you eat now? What sort of things do you like to eat? Well, I mean, typical day, let's go through a typical day, because that might help
Well,
you.
usually for breakfast, I usually have porridge.
Porridge?
With some usually thrown in.
What, mix it in, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit more interesting.
Which is healthy.
Sometimes I might have some toast as well.
Yeah. Now, do you have anything on the toast? Butter or anything like that? Lots of butter or none at all?
I have some margarine.
And is that wholemeal?
Yeah, it's wholemeal.
Right, not white bread then?
No.
Okay. What about for dinner? What would a typical dinner be for you, say, now?
Well, it could be some soup with some bread.
Yeah.
Or you can get certain packets of food that you put in the microwave, which aren't too bad for you.
Do you eat anything in between meals? Do you have any snacks or anything?
Oh yeah, I can have things like fruit, bananas or something like that.
Yeah, plums and...
Yeah.
Do you eat pears as well?
I haven't lately, but I do like pears, so I might get some.
And what about your main meal? What would that be, say, at evening?
Well, that could be 1 or 2 jacket potatoes with something.
Yeah.
With beans or something else. Like
You don't have that every day, though, do you? Jacket potatoes?
Oh no, not every day.
No. What you might have on alternate days then? What, say, for your tea? Anything in particular? Really trying to get ideas for people, you see, because they might be a bit stuck as to what to eat if they're trying to lose weight, and that's what I'm trying to do, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
find there's pasta things that you can have which aren't too bad. Like things they've got a bit of cheese in them, but they don't appear to have too much fat in them.
What's that like then? What's that called? Is it? Is there a particular name for it?
Well, I think it's called cheesy pasta, something like that.
Cheesy pasta.
Yeah.
I think it's like pasta shells with small amount of cheese in them.
It's a bit like what's the one with the meat in?
Ravioli. Is that what you
It's a bit
think?
like that if it's got some cheese in it.
Right. So it's a similar
You
sort.
have to boil it for about 3 or 4 minutes.
So it's not like got tomato sauce or anything else added with it then.
No.
Okay.
And you can have that with whatever you want, you know.
So anything to add to this to people to say or anything, or anything you can think of if they're trying to lose weight and they're not being very successful? Any lessons you've learned or anything like that? Any advice you'd like to give to people?
Well, we don't have too much Christmas pudding. That's good advice, but again, who doesn't at Christmas?
Yeah.
Well, best to watch your diet and have a reasonable amount throughout the day with fruit and such, and
What do you mean, like snacks and stuff?
yeah.
I think that's where people go wrong then sometimes. They don't really, not looking at what they're eating.
Don't go mad on a big meal in the evening or whenever.
Yeah, probably eating too much. I think the problem with a lot of people these days is it's a hurried lifestyle, and they probably might skip breakfast, and then so they're starving by the time dinner time comes, and they don't eat anything
They
at
have
all.
a really big meal or they send out for a takeaway.
Yeah, I think you used to do that, didn't you?
Yes, I did, yeah.
You used to have big evening meals, but they're not so big now because
No.
you're eating sort of like more snack type food throughout the day, like fruit and stuff. So
Yeah.
you, obviously by the time that
Plus the way you eat your food, I try to slow down how I'm eating now. 'Cause
Oh, you're not
you
like
rush it.
you're not eating like a machine now then.
No, not like a Terminator.
Yeah. People do that, don't they?
They do, yeah. I did it for a long time. And it
Now, that's an interesting question because if do you think now you're eating like that, are you tending to eat less more than were before when you might have been, eating more? Have you noticed that?
I've only fairly recently started it, but
Does it actually work? I mean, does the theory work? Because that's
I think it makes you think more about what you're eating and whether you're full or not.
Yeah.
That's another thing I've tried to eat when I feel I need it.
Rather than eating just for the sake of it.
At set time and just eat whether I was hungry or not.
Yeah. Do you think you actually eat less when you do eat slower then, rather than when you just
I think you do. You're just more aware of how much you're eating and whether your stomach's full.
Yeah. So you might have food left on your plate, whereas before you probably didn't then.
Yeah.
Okay then. All right then. We'll wrap it up for now, and so sounds like everything's going well then. So
It's all going reasonably.
yeah. Okay
I'd
then.
like to say goodbye to all my fans.
Yeah. Okay then. Right. Bye.